My name is Christina Bannister. I'm one of the national sales directors of Vibrant Wellness, and we have partnered today with Lori to explain to you guys this amazing new program that we have called NutriProz. So I've personally been on it for the last 2 months, and I can't wait to share my story. But I'm going to go through a couple case studies, and please save your questions. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. So we'll get started. All right. So when it comes to healthcare, we're all different. It's not a one size fits all model. We're all individual. And what Lori does that's so awesome is she customizes, treatment protocols based off your individual needs. And so we're taking that a step further with our NutriProz personalized nutrient cellular nutrition program. It's super, super exciting. We take your genetics, your nutritional status currently, and custom formulate daily supplements that for your body's needs. So when it comes to supplements, 87% of Americans are on at least one multivitamin or one vitamin or one supplement. So, 9 out of 10 Americans are deficient in at least one micronutrient. And, almost 40% of people purchase supplements on their own research. I mean, I can even tell you from my experience, I've gotten sold on Instagram, scrolling on Facebook, things like that. And I have what I like to call my supplement graveyard, right? I try these supplements for a couple weeks. I don't really feel a difference. And then I just kind of stop taking them. So that's why it's super, super important when you're starting any supplement program that you consult with someone like Lori, a healthcare professional, because she's going to give you access to very highly absorbed, regulated supplements. So I want to tell you a little story about the Department of Justice in 2015 in New York, went to 4 major chains. They went to Walgreens, CVS, Target, and GNC. They pulled random supplements off the shelves and got them tested. And when they got them tested, what they found was that a lot of them were full of filler and had as little as 4% of active ingredient in them. So basically, you're just having really expensive urine. You're passing it out, and that's why people don't really feel a difference. So that's why I'm super excited to present this program to you. They're nutraceutical grade raw ingredients, and I highly recommend that anytime you take any type of supplement that you do go through a trusted healthcare provider like Lori. So let's get into what is NutriProz. Well, basically what we do is we take 50 of your genetic SNPs. All right, I'm unmuted now. So there's 50 genetic SNPs. We take your blood and we get your genetic SNPs, and then we look at your intra and extracellular micronutrients. So what does that mean? Intracellular means what's inside the cell. That's what's actually functioning. That's what helps create energy, all of that stuff. Extracellular is what's floating around in your blood. It's very important to get both values. Now, if you're going to a traditional medicine doctor, what they are going to check is your extra cellular nutrient values. What's unique about this program is, again, we take your genetics, we take your intra and extracellular. So we look inside the cell. We also take into consideration a lifestyle questionnaire. We want to know, what are your goals? For some people, they want to sleep better, they want to have more energy. We take all of that. So we take not only what's going on in your body, genetics, intracellular, extracellular, your goals. We take all of that, put it into a very powerful algorithm, and then create highly absorbable, customized supplements to your needs. All right. So it's true optimization. So I want to talk to you a little bit about vitamin A. So when it comes to vitamin A is important in so many aspects. for your thyroid, for your eyesight, for so many body functions, we need vitamin A. But when it comes to the form of vitamin A, there are certain people who have a genetic mutation where they can't convert beta carotene into the active form that our body uses, which is called retinol. So if you have this particular mutation, you could eat bags and bags of carrots. You could take all the beta carotene that you can find, but you're not going to convert it into what your body actually needs. So just to give you an example, most multivitamins that you buy over the counter, they don't have it in the retinol form. It's in the beta carotene form. So if you don't test, you don't know, and you're not going to truly be able to utilize that vitamin A into the systems throughout your body. So this is like the beauty of this program, is we can truly optimize based off of your genetics and your nutrient status. And that's just one example. So today what I want to talk to you about is this case study. So this is one of the people in our case studies, and she is a 50-year-old female. She was suffering from poor sleep, skin wrinkling, migraines, mood swings, difficulties concentrating, just a variety of different things. And we found that out based off the questionnaire. So that's why it's important, because we want to get where you are in the process. And so we took this lady, and then 3 months later, these were her values. So this is a before and after. The light blue, if you can see towards the left, is her before. The one on the right, the darker blue, that is her current results. So as you can see, where we want everyone to be is in the optimum range, which is the bright green category. Now, there are some people who are in the, there are a couple categories where she's average, but that's the beauty of this program, is not only do we take your genetics into consideration, we see this, we test you again and keep reformulating until we get to that optimal personalization of what is going to be therapeutic. So you'll be optimal in every single category. So that's the really, really cool part about this program. So when it comes to your body, if you give your body what it needs, it's going to do what it's supposed to. I know that sounds very simple, but it's 100% true. With this particular patient, we also looked at other biomarkers like her thyroid, hormones, all of these things. And we did a before and after on those lab values as well. And so these were some of the additional benefits that we found for this particular patient. So as you can see before the program, her hormones were out of whack, her HDL, which is part of her cholesterol, her thyroid, HSCRP was super high, which is an inflammatory marker. All of these things were out of whack. But as you can see, after 3 months, she got all of these into the optimal range, and that's the power of giving your body what it needs, because again, it'll do what it's supposed to. Now I was going to tell a little bit about my story. I've been on this for about 2 months, and I have found it's been crazy. Actually, I've enjoyed it. I sleep a little bit less because I feel very rested and have a ton of energy during the day. One of the benefits that I didn't even write on my questionnaire was I get hormonal migraines. And so one day before my period every month, I would have a terrible migraine. I would puke. It was pretty bad. And I was like, made compromises with myself because I was like, it's okay. It's just one day a month. It's not that big of a deal. I'll just deal with it. So when I started this 2 months ago, my period showed up one day and I was freaking out because I was like, I didn't get the warning of my migraine. And I was like, well, maybe it's just a fluke, I don't know. And then the second month I've been on it, same thing happened again. So that was an additional benefit for me that I wasn't really expecting. Also, I boxed for 10 years. I have some bald spots from my headgear, and my hair is growing like crazy. I just got my hair done last week, and my hairstylist was like, what are you doing? I had like an inch of hair all over my head growing. And she's like, Christina, this is crazy. She's like, what are you doing? Now she wants to start the program because she can definitely tell when she was doing my hair, there's so much additional growth. And for that particular case study, this patient, this is what she reported. She reported that after taking the supplements, her sleep was better. She had lower instances of migraines. She said her skin was more radiant. A lot of the things that she had kind of put into her questionnaire had kind of resolved itself after the last 3 months. So it's a super exciting program. And, again, it's personalized to you and everything you need. And so what it looks like is you would get a box, and then it's like you get 3 of these. These are the pills. It has your name on it. It says exactly what's in the supplements. And then you would take the pill count that says on your bottle, and then 1 of these pouches. So you get 3 of these boxes, and these are full of the pouches. So it's super simple. Like when I travel, all I have to do is take how many days I need to travel, like 3 or 4 days, take 3 or 4 packets, and then this 1 bottle. Before, when I would travel, it was like I was a walking pharmacy, pills everywhere. And now it's just like so much easier. And let's talk about the pill and the cost savings. The difference with these supplements is that they are a medical grade, like highly absorbable, very, very pure raw materials that we use. The facility is an FDA approved facility, GMP certified. And so because of that, you don't have to take as many pills. There's not any fillers in it. So if you can look at this formulation, mine has 43 ingredients. This particular one has 41. So we took 15 ingredients from here, and we tried to get the same amount of absorption. So not even a third of the, a little over a third of the ingredients for their formulation. And it was over $1,500 a month. Plus it was over 35 capsules. So imagine if we went and looked through all 41 ingredients, you'd be taking pills for days. So that's a nice part of this personalization with the NutriPro is it reduces your pill count. It's very simple. And so you're not going to get that pill fatigue. So when it comes to the starter pack, we have a starter pack. It includes the NutriPro test, which is the genetics and the micronutrient, and 3 months of supplements. Now, when you do that, when you retest, we don't ever have to retest your genetics. They're going to stay the same. So the starter pack for the first 3 months is a little bit more. But, we pay for convenience too, because if you think about it, Amazon, Postmates, like DoorDash, Instagram, I know that I Instacart all of my groceries. And I know it's a little bit more expensive when I do it on the app, but I actually have saved money in the long run because I'm kind of when I go shopping, I get distracted and I'll just put so many things in my cart. And even if I go there for lettuce, $600 later, I'll be like, oh my gosh, what did I get? But it's just very efficient when you go on Instacart, right? When you're doing your grocery list. And then the maintenance packs that we have are, 3 or 6 months. It's less than $20 a day. I know, that's a couple runs to Starbucks, a really nice salad at a place. But it really is an investment in yourself when you think about it. So how does it work? So you place the order. We're going to have a link to the store where you can just place your order for the NutriProz starter pack. And once you place the order, pay, you can, you'll get a lifestyle questionnaire. And in your lifestyle questionnaire, it'll ask you a ton of questions. It will also ask you what certain supplements you are and medications you are on. Once you fill that out, you get a kit sent to you. We fund you a blood draw center. And then once we get the results, there is an interactive report. The interactive report is super easy. You can go over it with Lori. And then after that, about 7 to 10 business days later, you'll receive your 3-month supply of supplements. So it's a pretty easy process. Like I said, everything is customized to you. And it's a lifestyle program. You know, we test and reformulate every 3 to 6 months because your lives change. You know, like you might be more stressed during the first part of the year or the last part of the year. You know, you might have some things change in your life. And so it is awesome to continuously optimize, you know, what your supplement needs are, because you're constantly evolving. Your supplement should too. It's very truly personalized, and it's an investment in yourself. So like I said, I've had an amazing experience on it. A lot of our people in their case studies have really, really found it. And, you know, after people have been on this for 9 months, a year, they find that it's just, the change is significant. And it's the one product that we have heard once the people stop taking it, they can feel a difference. So like I said, it's very exciting. We're so excited to be partnering with Lori on this. So I'll open up for any questions if anyone else has them. And Jamie has put the link to the store in the chat. So if you would like to click on it, you are more than welcome to do so.
Well done, Christina. Bravo. Thank you so much. Gosh, I just want to chime in. I know there's some people in here that probably have some questions, but you guys, this is such a game changer for me as, you know, a founder of Evolve Health and Wellness, as a functional medicine integrated person, because that was one of the things that was missing. It was the link, like taking all of, you know, this is pharmacokinetics. This is how things break through the body. You know, how do things work, right? So we always have to guess and do labs, and that's just a snap time. Like you said, the genetics never change. That is their instruction manual for their body. And if they don't have the methylation pathways and there's blockages, they need to know it, because that will never change, right? So that's a game changer, especially with the vitamins, as you talked about. But I've seen it with the Bs, right? The B6s, the B2s, the B12s, and even with zinc, you know, your body could retain zinc. So just because I do genetic SNPs and it's like 89 pages or 189 pages of stuff, this is a game changer. We test, we don't guess. We've always said that. That's why our clients are successful in our programs. We have people from different realms of health, right? Some people are very sick and they are on the mission to heal. And so they're doing everything they can that they possibly can do. And this is it, right? This is 7 days to make their supplement. So there's no the preservatives and the fillers, right? It's such high grade quality. I'm waiting for my kit to come in, and this is such a game changer, new breaking technology. It's like, thank God for you guys.
Yes, and that's exactly right. You're so right, especially about the formulations. You know, a lot of times when things are made in bulk, by the time they get to the store or whatever, it's been 18 months. It's that 6 months in a warehouse. It's that 6 months on the shelf, 6 months, you know, what's the potency? These are super fresh. Again, they don't have any fillers or any, the thing that we liked about the company and the raw materials that we have the equipment to test it. So we tested it for mycotoxins, heavy metals, environmental toxins. That's like the advantages of having a lab too, is we wanted to make sure that we could give everyone the best product available, because we tested some other stuff on the market and they're full of heavy metals, full of environmental toxins. Just junk that you don't want to do, especially like you said, when you're on a mission to heal, on your wellness journey. So
Yes. And that's the other thing. It's like, we always look at Evolve Health and Wellness for the best of the best. And when we know better, we do better, right? And so we have absolutely used prescription grade supplements, and even some of the high ones, I nix them out because I find stuff in them like wood chip fillers, like what, So and I've tested labs and I see that, some of these things aren't working because your vitamin D should be 17 if you're taking vitamin D every day, and so it's just a real big game changer. And with you guys, because you're also a research company and you're not part of big corporations, you're not bought out by politicians, but you're as big as that. Your heart is big as that. And the team behind you guys, like, are actually creating and solving solutions to problems that we have. And one of them was having high quality supplements. And I can take my sick patients that, literally, they need the proper testing done, and we paid for the proper testing. I didn't know a lab was a lab, right? But you guys said, no, we have to repeat the same thing and get the same result of the test every time. Unlike other lab companies, you send them the test, you do the test, the blood work, and it's whether it's good or bad, right? They don't have to repeat the same results. And when you guys talked to me about some of these different testings, I couldn't believe it. So you guys actually repeat the test to make sure you're getting accurate results. So we know when things come from Vibrant Wellness, that it's actual, that's the lab, that's the truth, whether it's a blood work, whether it's saliva, whether it's this or that. Your quality is bar none, and I stand behind you guys 1,000,000%.
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And, like I said, we partnered with Lori on this particular program. So if anyone has any questions about NutriPro or anything like that, I'm more than happy to answer those questions. So is Lori. So we'll open it up the chat. If not, like I said, you can click on that link in the chat and read a little bit more about the NutriPro. I believe there's a interactive report you can look at as well. And but like I said, I'm super excited for you guys. It's like I've only been on it for 2 months, but I can't imagine what I'm going to feel like in 10 months and 2 years and 3 years, So it's very exciting for us, cutting edge things.